We should be live.
I think we should be good. The cover on that motherfucker. Cool. We should be live. Yo. We live. Episode 17. Verified Dave with my bro Heen. We got
Rodney with DFO CEO.
Yes, sir.
Yo,
This
what's
is
the
episode
deal?
17, man. We finna get it live, man. My brother, man, he's out today. All the man fans, make sure y'all send him a message, a DM, tell him happy Sunday, man. It's 4 p.m. We finna get into it. What's up, Heem? How you doing, brother?
What's the deal, my brother? I'm good. I had a long weekend, man. Been jam packed, really, but I'm back. We back in action. You already know. Back in the studio. Back in
We
this.
was kind of busy last night, man. We had chess records out here. Had us kind of.
I know.
busy.
I seen. Yeah, we was a busy night, and I seen. What time y'all in there wrapping up?
Man, we got up out of here about 7 this morning, bro.
7?
We was in this thing going. We did
Exactly.
2 songs last night. They came. Them dudes going hard right now. They on tour right now. So shout out to Chess
Yeah,
Records.
shout out Chess Move Records. Shout out Faster Man. Shout out Savvy Cross. Shout out all them. Yeah, it was a long weekend. Shout out 03 Greedo too. He had the city going up last night.
Yeah, yes, sir.
That was
03
Area
was here.
15,
03 was here.
Went to Big Jerk, and they had it going up and stuff. But what's the deal, brother? How you doing, man?
Enough of that. We got Rodney in the building. CEO,
Yeah, we got the CEO,
of DFO,
closing.
man.
You
Yes,
already know
sir.
what it is.
Introduce
What's the deal,
yourself to the
Rodney?
people, man.
Things been good, man. I can't too much complain, man. First of all, I want to thank y'all for this opportunity.
All love.
Platform,
Indeed.
man. It's
All
always
love,
been
man.
with y'all
It's
from
good
day one.
vibes since we
You already
met.
know,
Since
man.
day one.
Now I got a
Since
couple
we met.
questions for you, man. Where you from?
Originally Indiana.
Indiana.
Yes, sir.
How long you been out here?
Man, about 10 years almost.
10 years. And what made you get into clothing?
I didn't want to work for nobody else.
I respect
what I'm saying?
that.
So, me and my business partner, we got together during COVID,
Mhm.
and we just basically thought about it. And it was, it was like she wanted to make birthday shirts. At first, I was like, that's on a small platform,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and there's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with it,
I mean,
but
everybody starts somewhere.
mhm.
What you mean birthday shirts? You mean with like
Pictures,
pictures?
and
Just
want
a
to
happy
put rappers
birthday.
on, rappers on a shirt and everything, what everybody else does.
Okay.
you know?
Okay.
And
You wanted to take it to another level.
exactly.
All
So
right.
what I did was, I said, well, let's just basically make a clothing brand.
Mhm.
And I went to basically the dictionary,
Mhm.
and I was coming up with names and everything like that. But then I said, we'll call it the Fame Ones. And the reason why I said that is because of the simple fact, people will destroy your name, try to dirty it up, destroy your reputation, and you just want to be down and out. But the reason I did that is because DFO is the Fame Ones, and then you break it down to 2 DFO, 2 dope for others. You see what
Okay.
I'm saying? So it's wordplay. When
Okay.
you come back stronger, better, and not only that, you come 2 dope for others and the lies that told on you. So
Mm.
that's what DFO stands for.
Oh yeah.
I like that. Okay.
2
Yeah.
meanings in one.
More than
I did
like
have a
that.
question what it meant too though. So that's dope to know.
Yeah.
That's dope to know.
You said there was a third too?
It was the third. Like, you got 2 dope for others,
Uh-huh.
DFO, and then you got the Fame Ones.
Okay. That's dope. And how long that been going, man?
We've been in stores, and not in stores, but we've been going on 4 years, going on our 5th.
Okay.
But we've been in stores going on our 2nd year. Big shout out to Almighty and Super James and Larry for actually holding us down.
Okay.
Where your store at? You got a storefront?
It's at Almighty Originals. They have actually, I think they have 5 locations now,
Okay.
and
okay.
3 is in Utah, and it's 3 out here.
Yeah.
So we basically, when they came out here, we wanted to make sure that the people out here knew who we were.
Right.
You know, the home team. you
Right,
know,
right.
Instead of going out of town and trying to make our name out of town, why not just make it here?
Yeah.
Because this is where home front is.
Are you
I
from
mean,
Vegas?
Nah,
Where you from?
Indiana.
Indiana.
Oh,
yeah, from Indiana.
Yeah, you did say
And,
Indiana. You did say Indiana.
When we first got our first exposure, it was with y'all. You know? It was with Jip.
I was about to say
pop out.
Yeah, I was about to say
video.
Jip.
Yeah, and you did our first photo shoot that actually landed us in the magazine.
Exactly.
So,
So it's crazy how it all come back around. You
I
feel
always
me?
mess with the home team.
Yeah,
I don't go nowhere else.
Indeed.
That's
we
why
appreciate
we
it.
reached out. You said you down to do the show. I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, that's dope. We got to get you in
Always,
here,
yeah.
bro. We got to sit you down and let the people know who you is.
Hey,
you
man, I appreciate it,
doing
man.
some
Like
work.
I said, dealing with the squad, dealing with y'all, I'm always open and available. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all messed with us from day one, and y'all saw the vision before anybody else in the city did, minus to my boy Jay.
Yeah.
Jay, he pretty much gave me the kick in the door, with Baby Bash and then a few others lined up behind it.
Yeah.
But y'all gave us the city.
Yeah.
Y'all gave us the eyes of the city. And
that's what we trying to do, man. We try to be a good little hub, a network, man, for all the artists, all influencers, anybody to do their thing. So hopefully we did get some good
organic energy.
Yeah,
man. That's how we.
Every time I see y'all, man, I always share and always show love because it's neutral. It's a neutral thing.
Indeed.
Anytime somebody needs some work or like they got like music they want or something, like go to 15fifteen.
Tap in with us,
I don't know nobody else, and even if I did, low key, I wouldn't even share it with nobody else because, you always deal with the people you came in with. You never try to go somewhere else. It never works.
That's when it start going left. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You want to kind of stick with the ones who.
You got to stick with the ones that's with the team, man.
I respect
you know what I mean?
Definitely.
Like I'm not biased, but that's just what it is.
I respect that.
I mean, home squad is home squad.
It's home squad.
You know what I mean?
So look, I tried doing clothing before. It's not easy. So I want to ask you, what's some of the challenges that you going through or that you went through that's you like, man, this is something that I looked at as big, but I overcame it.
The first part is starting. When you get an idea, the idea is always an idea, but it's not an idea unless you take action.
Just pushing through, huh?
And the second part is staying relevant.
Right.
Because pink is the hot color right now, but tomorrow might be yellow.
Yeah.
And you just came out with a whole line of pink, whole clothing line worth of pink stuff, like shirts, shoes.
That's what I experienced, and we thinking quantity over quality was a big thing because we need a lot of merch, we need this, we need that, but no, it's really you want your quality to be right, you want your everything to last.
It's basically like, how do you eat an elephant?
Yeah.
It's one bite at a time.
Yeah.
So you look at what you have, and you like, okay, what is something that I normally would wear, right? But you don't think of it yourself. Right. You think of it as, what would the people wear?
Right.
I have that all the time. I have that fight with myself all the time. Like, man, that's why I ain't wearing that. But it's not for me.
It's for the consumer.
It's for the consumer.
Right.
So when you get past that part, the ego part of yourself, then you can start saying, okay, what's hot? Right. Yeah, you probably won't wear no skinny jeans, but that 16-year-old will.
Yeah. 90% of the people wearing skin. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean? You ain't gonna wear no long block.
What you tell me before the show, get your ego and your feelings out the way, and then you can get it. Yeah, you'll be all right.
Being in the fashion game, it humbles you. Yeah. It gives you patience. It gives you understanding. Yeah. But most importantly, it opens up your mind, and you think outside the box.
Yeah.
So thinking outside the box is gonna always keep you in motion.
Mm-hmm. Right.
It's not gonna keep you out of sync with people.
Right.
But the minute you go back in that box and you just like, man, I'm gonna rock to what I might think is hot.
Right.
Your fashion may be whack.
Yeah. Right.
Your fashion may be trash compared to this. 14,
right. It might can't stand up to the competition. Yeah. I see what you mean.
There's a lot of competition in this game.
Yeah.
It's a lot of competition in this game. It's a guy out there right now, just graduated high school, and my man made $500,000 in a day.
Is that the youngster? Who is that? Is that the one who?
That's the light skinned cat. I know you're talking about.
Yep.
Where you from?
Exactly, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, he got a clothing line. Yeah, Capri.
Project Capri.
He got some.
That boy is dope stuff. Dangerous.
Oh, he just made some legendary moves.
He was rich in high school. He was getting money in high school.
That's all from a clothing brand.
All from
What's the name of his clothing brand?
Project Capri.
I remember he had
That boy
a drop. It was live. He was going live when he did the drop.
Yeah,
and
83,000.
this shit sold out.
Oh, dog.
Like during the live.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I just saw Nick Cannon posted some youngsters from Compton clothes. I wonder if that's them.
You see what I'm saying?
He sold out overnight.
I believe Capri from Florida or something like that.
I'm not sure where Capri is from. I met him. Funny thing is, I met him at Almighty. He was at Almighty, and I met him at he was basically doing a meet and greet.
Okay.
18 years old, and his class. He has a class that people came from around the world to get in for like 3 G's.
Wow.
And it's sold out.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying?
He got a following.
It's
a fashion class.
It's a way to how to I don't know
how to network
but how to network and how to
master
actually master the sales on the internet.
Yeah.
So stores are becoming obsolete. You know what I'm saying? Because people around the world is not going to come just to one store to buy something.
Yeah.
So when you go online, you actually see what you want and you grab it.
Instantly.
You know what I'm saying? It's right there.
Direct to consume.
You know, it's not and it goes what you said earlier, quantity over quality. That's not true.
Yeah.
Because if you have the great quality, you only sell so much of that quantity, and then it's sold out. And you go into the next. Now, if they miss that drop, that's on them.
That's on them.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's somewhat of how he makes a killing.
Yeah.
The boy is smart. And
he know how to catch them drops.
He know how to make them limited pieces and make some drops, and then he makes them sell out. Then he makes a certain number of the order, and the people know. Like if they don't get in that look, you feel me? Then it's gone.
It's like,
you feel me?
Put it this way: it's like Jordans, right?
Right.
Remember how Jordans used to be the thing in the early 2010s?
Everybody wanted them.
Now you see them as
people was dying behind Jordan.
Now you think about it, ain't nobody really lining up behind Jordan.
Nah,
the
not really
aftermarket killed that.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So Jordans are now like what they call Shaqs.
Yeah. Some people rocking Team Jordans and don't even know it.
Low key.
It be real. It be real.
But in the same sense, that's because it became so much of they oversaturated the market.
Yeah.
Now when we was coming up, you didn't oversaturate the market.
Nah, once a month.
It was
probably once every. What Jordans were dropping
6 months.
Every 6 months.
With
it
the
wasn't
retros.
Once a month. Yeah,
retros.
Yeah.
Now
people
when you had the
lined
teams,
up.
people was on the teams harder than they was the retros.
Yeah, they have easy access.
Exactly. And sometimes the teams was better than the retros. Yeah. A lot of people
certain ones.
Like when you got the spikes. When the
Spizikes dropped, they were fired. Yeah, and I feel like those might be one of the only ones, and for sure the Dub Zeros.
Right. Exactly.
Dub Zeros, and then I for sure fuck with the old school Carmelos.
Man.
Oh yeah.
You remember those?
Like I said, when you think about it, it's a very competition. The competition in this fashion game is very high.
Yeah, it is. It's not easy.
It's very high.
It's not easy to come up with a product, pitch it to your peoples, make money off of it, and keep it going.
I've been there.
When you say pitch it to your peoples,
I've been there, so I know exactly what you're talking about.
When you say pitch it to your peoples, that's where you lose.
Yeah.
Because you got to think outside of that.
You gotta go to the world.
You can't just pitch it inside of your circle.
Yeah.
You know, because that's not going to get you anywhere.
Yeah.
It's going to get you maybe 2-3 sales every 4 or 5 months.
Yeah. Facts. Because everybody wants something for free, especially in your circle.
Especially in your circle.
So, don't get me started.
The free product is different.
The free product, right? People be like, oh, let me get a hookup, right? And you like, okay, look. You asking me or asking the person who's behind the machine something for free for their time.
Yeah.
And 9 times out of 10, you may or may not wear it. Yeah. When we need it to be worn.
Right.
So why am I giving this to you if I know for a fact you're not going to live up on your end of the deal?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So the free thing we kind of got away from it. Before we was flooding the market because it's like mixtapes. I treat them like mixtapes.
Yeah.
If a person has it, everybody else is going to want it. If it's hot, but if it's not, I'm not gonna hear nothing back from it. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? But as a sales rep, right?
Right.
And as a CEO, you look at it as, okay, if I give this to you, who are you going to wear it around? What rooms are you going to be in that it's going to catch the eye of somebody that needs it?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because we've been in rooms that some people can only dream of.
Yeah.
You know, we've been around
some rooms where you can't even take your phone out. You just gotta live in the moment.
You gotta live in the moment.
That part. Yeah. I've been in those rooms.
Can't tell nobody.
You know, I've been in those rooms. He knows. Yeah,
you know. I've for sure been in those rooms.
You know. Sure. So, you know, it's one of those things that you have to either know how to conduct yourself and know to give it to the right person at the right time, or you just trying to get a phone number.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And 9 times out of 10, I don't need a phone number.
We don't need no more contacts. Yeah.
I need that eye.
Yeah.
So, being that you have to have that eye, who are you giving this to that's going to make sure it gets into the right hands of the right person?
That's deep.
You see what I'm saying?
That's deep.
Because anybody can give something for free, but not everybody can come back to the table with an opportunity.
It got to be worth it. Yeah, I see. That's how you market too. On your page, you got a lot of artists who appreciate you gifting them a piece of the merch. Okay. So I see what you're saying.
You know, it's crazy. I was with Jip last night, and I didn't even know you were going to be on the show today. And we were talking about you. I was like,
see, blessings is coming, man. Blessings is coming, man.
Jip is the homie, man. Yeah. Like I said, Jip is the homie. Anytime he calls me or I see that he has, like, for instance, he has a music video or something like that, I always try to make it to one of his music videos at least once a year, you know, to show the support. Because to be perfectly honest, he's the only artist I really know in Vegas that puts in that work. That puts in that. You could tell because he has grown from every aspect of the music. You know what I'm saying? His music is never the same. Never
better and better.
It gets better and better every time.
His communication and business growth.
Right.
So he's forward now. Jip
I always mess with Jip.
Shout out to Jip, man.
Shout out to Jip.
Shout out my boy.
Shout out to Jip, man. He keeps going. You know what I'm saying? There's no quit in him. So you know a person when they want it bad enough. Because they don't give up on it. You know what I'm saying? They keep going and going and they figure it out.
They got to figure it out.
And that's one of the ones. I mean, half of the people in this city, they just want it because they want to be in the club. Half of the people that's in this city, they want to be in fashion because they just want to be there.
So you do compare fashion to hip hop, or you put it in the same realm as?
I feel like it come hand in hand, honestly.
It comes hand in hand. It's like I was listening with DJ, right? That's dude from FUBU, right?
Yeah.
And one of his first big breaks, and it really wasn't a break yet. It was the Gap commercial with LL Cool J. And a lot of people didn't even understand what LL did.
Put it, them, Supreme, everybody.
Did you see when he had the FUBU hat back in 90? I think it was 95. He had the FUBU hat, and he was saying "for us, by us." It was already put the slogan. But they had to rerun that because the commercial was so hot. But he already had made a drop for FUBU, and he had a hat that had FB on it. Nobody knew what that meant.
Nobody knew.
But if you connect that with the hip hop industry,
LL was the main artist rapping.
He was the
about
only one
FUBU.
at first. Because if you look at Hey Lover, you look at all the other videos in that era, that
famous
time,
FB was different. It was different.
Then nobody knew what FB stood for. Until he broke it down on that commercial.
And so my sister, she came home with some, not to cut you off, but she came home with some with the blue and gray FUBU jersey, and then she had the man.
I'll still rock it. If I find me a FUBU jersey today, I'm rocking it.
Listen,
people was getting beat up for them jerseys back in college.
That's when you know
them 05
your whole entire fashion sense has changed. Because of the simple fact, when somebody takes something from you off your back, man, that's the biggest accomplishment you can get.
That's a win.
You know what I'm saying? Because you like, yo, they stole a DFO. Yo.
Getting aggressive.
I'm in there. You feel me? Like you really have to understand
wore that
that.
Jersey in the house. We wasn't playing with that FUBU jersey. I was
That's
winning,
what I'm saying.
Everybody had that on.
You'll wear it for weeks if you could. If you really could. Like I remember when, like, say for instance, like Fubu, Pelly Pelly, even
Fat
Sean
Farm.
John, Fat Farm,
Iceberg.
Iceberg was cool.
Rockaware. I
Rockaware,
mean, you gotta
yeah.
really think about it. These brands
Miyoshi.
stapled-
Yeah.
these brands stapled half of what we do now.
Yeah.
Half of what, when you reach back and look at, like, for instance, me personally, I watch music videos a lot. Older music videos. I don't watch today's music videos because they don't have really a sense of style.
Yeah.
They have a style of more of a 15, 18-year-old eye.
Yeah.
But if you really look at the style of where it's going back to 97, 98. You see what I'm saying? They looking for the baggy clothes.
You be having a lot of artists reach out to you to style their videos? Is that a big thing?
Not yet. I'm working on it.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the whole thing. You know, you get somebody who, say for instance, Lil Baby, right?
Right.
If he was to reach out and be like, yo, I like this hoodie you got. I need 50 of them.
Yeah. You got to get it done.
And it'd be free.
Yeah.
Why? Because of the simple fact, it's not about the price on it. It's about the opportunity that the world is going to see when they put that on.
Yeah.
They're going to be like, I want that.
I want that.
It's just like when Jordan had his first pair of J's.
Yeah.
Everybody in the world went to go buy them.
They wanted them.
And he thought they was ugly.
Yeah. The Grant Hills. Everybody
The
wanted them.
96 joints.
The Allen Iversons.
Oh,
Everybody
God.
wanted
You
them.
see what I'm saying?
God.
So it's you have to be in tune with the youth when it comes to fashion. You can't be, like I said, you can't be in your own bubble.
I see
You
that going
can't.
back to the pants is getting back bigger now.
Thank
Yeah,
God.
especially at the bottom. Yeah, he
You
said,
know.
thank God.
He said, thank
I mean,
Yeah,
for the older generation.
For my generation,
For the
I couldn't
older
do the
generation,
skinnies. I like
but-
relaxed fit.
But if you
and I
look
don't-
at, like I said, you look at your average 21-year-old, 19-year-old, they're going
Man.
to tell you something different. It's like, if you ask them who's better, Jordan or LeBron, we ain't going to get in that conversation, but they'll tell you 9 times out of 10 LeBron. Why? Because they didn't even see Jordan play.
Yeah.
They don't know nothing about Jordan. They know his shoe. They think he a basketball coach.
Yeah.
You see what I'm
That's
saying?
real. That's real.
That's
So
real,
how
though.
can you sit there and argue about, is denim hot or is baggy?
And that's a whole nother
baggy-
lane
yeah,
too,
that's what
because
I'm saying.
jeans and
You don't
hoodies
mess
and
in
shirts is a whole nother different.
I'm gonna tell you
lane.
about that, right? So we was thinking about getting in jeans. We still thinking about it, and jeans is a whole different ball game.
Yeah.
Because people, they'll wear a hoodie all day long. They'll go from hoodie to hoodie, shirt to shirt. But one thing they don't mess with is hoodies. I mean jeans.
Jeans.
And the reason why is because jeans is like coffee to
Mm.
people. Nobody will never change their brand of coffee.
Yeah.
Just like nobody will change their
Once
brand
you
of
find
jeans.
your favorite jeans,
Brand of
you
jeans, that's it.
You sticking to
That's
them.
it. I mean, you got dudes who have a whole closet of nothing but the same jeans.
I'm a Hudson man. I love Hudson.
know what I'm saying?
I
Some people got
yeah.
Levi's, some people got Hudson, some people got some people even still rock Sean John jeans.
Yeah.
You know, but these are the things that you have to look at.
Sean John jeans make you look like sagging in the back too hard. I don't know.
Or Boss. Think about it when Boss came out.
them motherfuckers
When
be
Boss
too
came
much
out.
in the bag.
Yeah,
What's
you
going
think about,
on?
like, but see,
Deep
when-
back pockets.
I don't know, man, because I went heavy in the denim game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, in my
Levi.
era, I didn't really rock too many Levi's. I rock Levi's now.
Oh yeah.
Right.
But I was into like Rockin' Republics, Evisu jeans.
Oh, you was going
Red
all
Monkey
out.
shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
you
you
wanted
was
that.
yeah.
7 jeans.
Did you have
seven
Jabos?
Law Man
Yeah.
Cup.
Did you have the
He
Jabos?
I never had the Jabos. That was some South shit. Or before my era, I didn't get
Iceberg
that
and
way.
Jabos
Yo,
was the way
I
to
didn't
go.
get that way.
I'm telling
read
on
that
myself.
way,
I love the Jabos.
But everything else, you feel me, man?
We used to have creases in the
Hey,
Jabos.
did
It was
you have
bad.
the NBA patch jeans? Don't lie.
I had to. I'm not gonna lie. I had to NBA.
Everybody had on the
Everybody
fat
had one.
outfits.
I had them
Yeah.
too.
Man, hey,
So-
those are fire.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. But you wear them today, they would be like, "Yo, what are you wearing?"
Exactly.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? When we had them, it was like
And you
what?
get your matching jersey, put them
Yo.
sports pants on,
Man.
you be looking like the man. You be looking like fabulous. All on the West.
All
on the West, man.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
Easels
Those
and
was
jeans.
the time.
It
Those
was
was
hot
that was
though.
a good time.
Exactly. So you think
Baby
about it.
Napes and all the
Man,
that's when it was hot.
They-
That's what I'm
BBC,
saying.
I
So
used
you
to
That's
think
when
watch
people
about-
started spending more on fashion.
Exactly.
Well, not only
I feel
that,
like that's when really, I feel like number one, hip hop and fashion has always been tied, but right in that era, that's when they really start going. They start
that's when designers
branding with each artist. They start branding with artists. That's when Pharrell was doing with all the Babe.
Yeah,
that's when they was put money behind Lil Wayne and Babe, and they was pushing people in these.
Get dressed,
and it was just.
And
it brainwashed everybody to like
design exactly. So when you think about it, right, Babes, right, they started as a small brand, right, and so did Fubu.
Yeah.
But the one who actually created that whole entire lane, he is Dapper Dan.
Dapper Dan, part of New York.
That is the whole reason behind this hip hop culture. Not just Gucci, but this hip hop culture. Every time I talk fashion to anybody, I always mention him because nobody in fashion that is in the inner city, that comes from the inner city, would be anywhere if it wasn't for Dap. Dap started the whole entire culture. Because they said, okay, you can't be in Gucci. So Dap said, I'm gonna just go buy the pattern and I'm gonna make Gucci. I don't care what you're talking about.
That's what I saw a documentary and that's what I learned about him.
Yeah, he had.
But now he got a relationship with Gucci.
Yeah, well, not only that, he is now one of the stylists for Gap.
Wow.
For the Gap clothing.
Keep working hard. Whatever you're doing, keep pursuing your
dream, listen,
man.
That was responsible for the eye of the inner city kid who wanted to do fashion. Without that, there is nothing with fashion, with hip hop. Because the hip hop cats, they couldn't go to Gucci because they looked at him. They looked at him wrong. So he said, you know what? Look at LL Cool J's jacket, Troop, the Troop jacket. That made that. Heavy D and the Boys, that made that.
I made it.
You know what I'm saying? Mike Tyson, when he used to go shopping, he went to that.
I think I saw Dave East do some stuff with him too.
That was
Fab used to go down there.
Everybody, if anybody in New York, they went to that.
When you made it, you went to that
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Salt and Pepper talked about it. When they made it, they went straight to that.
I see a lot of people cutting up materials and putting it on Air Forces, and it takes me back to that.
That's where it started.
It reminds me of that.
And that's the kind of staple I want to be here in Vegas. When people think of Vegas, I want them to think, when they think of style, I want them to think of us. Because of the simple fact, it's not saying we have something that's never been seen before. No, it's not that. It's we put mad quality behind what we do.
What's our manufacturing process? Is it something?
Is
it a secret?
It ain't a secret. We out of our apartment.
Oh yeah, you grinding. So, no, that's how it start.
Yeah,
Amazon. That's how we start.
To be perfectly honest, everything that I have on right here, this hoodie took 4 hours to make. 4 hours and 45 minutes to make.
Damn.
Because the embroidery.
How many threads is that on that thing?
That's a lot. It's a lot. The detail, everything. To get everything digitized, and the digitization cost about, I want to say about $170, $180.
Oh damn!
So you got the machine yourself?
Yeah,
already
12 needle.
You just do it in there. Okay.
12 needle and all in house, and that comes from my boy Alex. He looked out for us too.
Okay.
And we started on a 4 needle machine, but Alex he's out in I believe it was Colorado. We had to drive, and me and my boy Brian, we drove up there, and we ended up getting this big 12 needle machine, and we had to carry it up my stairs.
So explain to the people, when you went from 4 needle count to 12 needle count, explain to the people what's the difference.
Time. That's the main thing. So on a 4 needle, this would have took probably 8 to 9 hours just on one. On the 12 needle, it's only 4 hours. So say for instance you want something embroidered. Everybody likes embroidery. Everybody can't afford embroidery.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Yeah.
When you get something that's embroidered, it's a whole different ball game.
Yeah, facts.
because it looks more official.
There's more there.
It's more authentic. It's more personal.
Yeah.
So when you get something heat press, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that at all, because that's how we started. We have the steps the steps is crazy because every machine has a story. Every machine has a shirt that how it started.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when you get to a point where you start to embroider certain things, you don't want to go back.
Man, we
So a lot of your product that you pushing out now is all embroidered?
That's all of ours.
Everything.
That's how we do.
That's why he's looking at the vinyl right now. Like, man, what y'all doing, man?
No,
We ain't doing an episode.
It ain't like that. It ain't like that. It ain't like that. Don't even judge. No.
Other people? Because we might need some 15-15.
Y'all should have been called me. Y'all should have been called me.
To the people, man. These folks out here playing. They should have came to the doctor, man. The doctor threads, man.
So, to be honest, my business partner, she does it, but it's very strict. She's like, because we didn't had so many people come through, and it's like, yeah, we want to, but then they don't really come through.
No, I'm gonna come. We gonna come through with the cameras,
and
we gonna get ours printed up.
When I say come through, I'm talking about we gonna do some. I'm talking about basically they don't pay for her time,
and we gonna pay for them because we big on we don't do the barter system.
Right.
Support each other.
Right.
You know what I mean? Spend with your peoples.
You know, one hand wash the other, both hands wash the face.
No, we coming through. We coming through with the cameras.
And if we gonna get it made anyway, we might as well spend with our brother.
If I gotta go get my hoodie and come to you with the one I want to just get my print. We got our boy Keith who got the
and I wasn't judging y'all hoodies, by the way. I wasn't looking at y'all hoodies like that. Don't think that.
So, hey man. Yeah, we coming. We pulling up, man.
Don't think I was looking at y'all hoodies like that. I was not doing that.
You know what I mean? But I get it.
Back to what I was saying. I mean, like I said, when we put our first line in stores, right, and we saw people buying the first day.
Yeah. It
changed a lot for not just me, but for the brand, because now my vision has reached outside of Las Vegas. It's in somebody's closet now.
Yeah.
It's reached out to not just certain people that know us. Mm-hmm. We getting strangers that buy our stuff.
Do you know what I'm saying? What's the weirdest or farthest place somebody ordered from?
Africa.
Okay.
Africa.
I know that felt good. Yeah.
Felt kind of good.
Somebody ordered something from me in Africa, man. And, static. That means it's working.
Yeah.
You touching people in a different continent.
Yeah. And one of the other things is like when somebody orders from my hometown, right? I always make sure to take extra care of it. Because it's not because they from my hometown. It's because the criticism that you might get from the people
and you saying
from your hometown.
From Indiana? Okay.
So when they order from there, it's more pressure on it. You know what I'm saying? It's not just they ordering. No, it's like
this is not because
it's like your home
might
team.
know somebody.
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay.
You know, word gets around. Mm-hmm. You know, you
that
never
one person ordering that hoodie could be going to every spot. Your barber shop back home.
Everybody. And then if it's falling apart or they washed it and shrunk, anything. Yeah. You don't want a bad reputation. Yeah. You know, sometimes shipping may take a little bit longer because it's getting the material together and it's coming from, say, for instance, this material right here that I have right here. It came from Pakistan.
It looked like it's the waterproof, water reflecting material. Yeah.
It came from Pakistan. So being that it came from Pakistan, I had to wait for another, 2 to 3 weeks.
Oh yeah. So what you do, 100% cotton, or you doing Indian thread mixed in there? You doing polyester?
Some cotton, some polyester. We do actual silk sometimes inside these hoodies too. So people who have a particular hoodie, which is our signature hoodie, has
$300. How much you want for that?
Well, now in stores,
what's the market price?
Now in stores, you know, you get your bang for your buck.
Yeah.
Because it's our price than store price.
Yeah.
And sometimes store price may be, when Larry sees it, he's like, nah, this is going to be worth a little bit more because he knows it's a one-on-one.
Yeah.
You're not going to find it.
But if you give
like
me
I
some,
said, you
if
ain't
you
gonna
give me
find
some
it at
Indian
Foot
thread
Locker.
or you give me some silk that stretch
It's
and I
different.
can wash it, it's different. I'm going to pay because it's going to last me 10
And
years.
like, I remember it was 3 people that had this one particular shirt. Well, it was 2 shirts and 1 hoodie. Jay has one of them. It's a crocodile leather hoodie with the letters on it. It was the leather, the words
Real
were in
crocodile.
leather. Yeah. Jip had one.
See?
Jip has one.
See?
I don't know if he still has it,
Some
but he has it.
$500
sweater.
I'm not calling him
I'm
out on
pretty
it,
sure he
but
still got it.
I'm pretty
That's an
sure,
expensive
you know.
build too, though.
And the leather, when we went online and looked it up, when we bought it, it was $45 for half a yard.
I'm about to say for the yard.
Half a yard.
They
That ain't even a
whooping
whole
you.
yard.
Yeah, that
You
sweater
see what I'm saying?
probably
And
easy,
then when
yeah.
we went up, when we
That sweater
went
probably was
back,
500 to 1,000 for sure.
when we went back to Etsy, and they used our hoodie for the example how it looks, and it came back. I think now it's like $60-$70 for half a yard.
Half a yard, yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Almost double. By
Right.
next year, it's gonna be double.
Right, exactly.
$90.
So we use leather. We use snake skin sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's certain things that we use that when you know it's gonna be quality. It's not just something you're gonna find on, online and be like, oh, I seen that before. No, you haven't.
See, that's
I
crazy.
know you
said
haven't.
that gator.
You know what I'm saying?
When I was
Like-
younger, I wanted a pair of gators. I wanted to say that one line. They're my
You know,
gators. I wanted to,
so that's
you
the
know
thing.
what I mean?
You
That's
look
that
at
material right there.
it. Exactly. You look at it and you be like, okay, this is how I'm going to reach out to the people,
Yeah.
and what is going to be different about what we
gonna
just
stand
did a year ago.
Putting gators
Because
on
you
shirts.
can't put out everything at the same time.
So certain drops, do you have certain drops that you make limited pieces like that?
We do. We work on that a lot, but I don't have the secret sauce quite yet. I'm working on it. And when I do find that out, that's going to be the key.
No.
In stores, it's a little harder because you got to try to supply. Like I said, he has 3 locations out here.
Yeah.
Do you work
And
on
when-
consignment with him, or do they just
No.
so they buy your product and then they put their own number on it?
We just drop it off. He tells us, we set our price. He sets his price, and then we just release it to the world. I mean, we have a really great relationship with
I
Larry.
say it's over relationships over everything.
It's relationships, definitely. With Larry and Super James. Last night, Jay was in Phoenix, and they had a sold out show in Phoenix of 18,000 people. He wore one of our first shirts
Man,
that we gave him. You know what I'm saying? Anything Jay wants, he gets.
you gonna get
You know what I'm saying? Always.
Mhm.
It's certain DJs and certain people. All they gotta do is give me a call,
Let's get you a call.
and they be like, "Yo, Rod, I'm looking for." All right, cool, you got it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's that easy. But it just depends on the person, and it depends on the relationship.
I like my gear to be simplified. I used to like a lot of logos and colors. Now I just like straight black, white, right?
A lot of people.
And then I
are.
don't even want the brand showing. I'd rather it be on the tag.
A lot of people do that.
That's how I move.
When this is a replica. This is not even really a replica. This hoodie is not really all the way done.
Oh, yeah.
Because what we have on the hoodie that's going to be done, it has suede diamonds, hearts, and clubs. It's all suede.
Oh yeah, shit.
And
you cutting up material over there.
Right.
Yeah, you going crazy.
like I said,
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
doing an episode. We're gonna give you a heads
with
up
that,
before we come.
like I said, with that,
we coming
it's-
through. We're gonna come through.
that
Spend something
is-
with you
yeah.
and shoot something, man. Get the experience. But we gonna.
But I
before
can't
we
have
get on
y'all.
these topics.
I really can't have y'all really come through like that because I had this big ass 150-pound dog,
Oh
and
shit.
he's a cane Corso.
Oh, shit.
So when y'all give me like a week in advance,
Yeah, we
let
gotta
me
get
know.
you. He said, "Let me know." Yeah,
So I
yeah,
can
yeah.
put him in a
We
room.
sure want to come through.
Put in the
Now we'll
room
send our orders in because I don't mess with them dogs too much, man. I don't mess with these
right
dogs.
now, and he's still a puppy though. He's 115 pounds, still a puppy.
Oh, yeah.
And
Keep
he's
that
like
killer back, man. Keep
yeah,
that killer back.
Yeah, me and him got into it this morning.
So usually on the show we get into these topics. Before we get into the topics, just give the people, something to start with. Just some motivation for themselves. Anybody that's into fashion that's trying to get their clothing brand jumping.
Don't quit.
Just don't quit.
Don't quit. I mean, you gonna have some. Man, listen, you gonna have some real challenges in this business, and that's in any business.
Yeah.
But you have to make sure that when you wake up in the morning, you gotta think, is this really worth it? Yeah. What you doing, is it really worth what you doing? Yeah. Because if not, go get a 9 to 5.
Get a 9 to 5.
Definitely.
And there's nothing wrong with that. But
working for yourself is harder than working a 9 to 5. That's for sure.
Is your dream worth that?
Yeah.
You gotta understand that you trying to make something out of nothing.
Yeah.
It's hard to do. It's really hard because you're gonna have a lot of people trying to bring you down.
Yeah.
And they will, trust me, when you winning, everybody's around.
Yeah.
When you losing, nobody want to be around you.
That's a fact.
But you'll never know until you fall.
That's a fact.
That's when the ultimate test come in.
Quick question. You got any new drops coming up that you want to tell the people or anything?
Yeah. We have this one, which is called the Joker hoodie. Mm-hmm. We also have another one that we're dropping with. We're actually collabing with Gage. His name's Gage. He is he's real successful too with his brand.
Okay.
And I was gonna bring that hoodie up, but I didn't want to carry too much. But he's doing phenomenal in his field as well. He just sold out on a pair of jeans that he's doing. He's doing jeans, hoodies, shirts, and earrings as well.
Got a wide market.
Yeah, he works off the internet. He works basically off the internet. Dude's a beast.
I'm gonna be looking forward to them drops, man. We gotta tap in with them.
We gotta
make sure we get some.
We got
some of that gear.
maybe 3 or 4 hoodies that we dropping. It's hoodie season. We always drop on the hoodie season. We never drop in the summer.
Where can the people find your merch at?
www.thefameones.net at Big Cartel.
Fameones.net.
Yeah.
The Big Cartel, man.
Big Cartel.
And the Insta?
Instagram is d1z.2020.
Okay, man. Tap in with the gang.
We're going to get that again before we get up out of here.
Definitely, though. Sure. But y'all see the Kendrick sweep the BET Awards, man?
I see. 8 of them things.
8 awards, man. He got Song of the Year, Lyricist of the Year, Best Hip Hop Video, Best Collaboration, Best Feature Verse, Video Director of the Year, and Impact Track.
He came in with the broom at the end of the year.
Man,
and he
pretty
got the
much.
Super Bowl performance.
Pretty much.
Super Bowl
fan, we talk about him here a lot on the show, too.
Pretty much.
Since we started shooting, he been doing this thing.
He
so
been doing
you a big Kendrick fan?
And don't nobody want to hear about his problems, and that album wasn't as cold as all the previous ones. But if you ask me, I think that was his deepest, but dopest album. Deepest and dopest album. And I think it went over a lot of people's head.
Yeah.
And so when he came out, it seemed like he had to dummy down his lyrics for people to actually hear him. And then he shouldn't have to do that because he's more intelligent than half of the people that's listening anyway.
Yeah.
He needed a club banger, though.
Yeah, he
needed a club banger.
Okay.
King Kunta was kind of a club banger.
But it's been a while.
It has been a while.
But if you think about it, if that's the case, does Nas need a club banger?
That's what I almost was so compared to, because he's almost at that legendary. He's a Nas.
If you ask me, he's the Nas of the West Coast.
Yeah, he's the Nas.
He's the Nas of the West Coast, but being that
why just the West Coast? You don't think he got the world? I think Nas has the world.
No. What I'm saying is, when I say West Coast has finally acknowledged him as the face of the West Coast.
I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
because before it was the longest of Tupac was the face of the West Coast.
Yeah.
But he's the new future of the West Coast rap and new sound of West Coast rap. And Nipsey was first, but he now has took over that spot due to the passing of Nipsey.
Yeah.
But if you ask any kid out there who's the hottest on the West Coast, they're gonna say Kendrick.
Yeah.
Why not? Because that's all they heard.
That's all they hear right now.
And now they doing their research, and they dragging up his music, and then they like, oh, okay,
Yeah, he been doing this.
right,
like this.
right. So
A
that's
lot of people
where
late
those
to the party.
a lot of people relate to this party. You know, that's where it relates to where, if you think about if Nip was still around, would this situation happen?
Yeah.
But you can't do that because it's not, one, it's not fair, and two, you can't take away somebody's shine from what they've been doing and how long they've been working towards this moment.
Yeah.
So
He been putting in some work for sure.
Yeah, he's the face
and
of the West
he's a
Coast.
real
Definitely.
a hip hop connoisseur.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? he absorbed the game. I think he got the crown.
He
Hey, the
does
Wars
study.
is something
Yo,
to
eight.
be proud of.
What y'all think about the Warriors
Yeah.
being in Vegas this year too? Though they had it at Dre's.
Yeah, they was down at Dre's.
That was at Dre's.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
I felt it was kind of.
Was it with his watering down? It's not.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's supposed to
I
be.
was.
The budget's not right no more over there, man.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that one because
When Keith told me it was at Dre's, I was like, no, it ain't.
yo,
It was there.
I thought
It's rolled out.
honestly, low key, I thought it was gonna be the after party.
Man.
Because I'm like, okay, the Hip Hop BET Awards should have been held at T-Mobile.
T-Mobile Arena or something.
Somewhere
There's a
like
lot
that.
going on with hip hop right now. How
Yeah,
many
but-
people probably came outside to attend that? I got to see that. I got to see it when it come out. I wasn't there.
I didn't. You know what?
I didn't go.
You know, I didn't go.
Y'all ever been to one of them awards?
I've been to a few. I've been
And
to.
a few, but
I've been to a couple.
And y'all know for sure that was a small venue.
Small venue.
very
I
small.
remember-
We
yeah.
all been to trades. How
Yeah,
many people in this
yeah,
room
you
has
can't-
not been there?
Yeah, you can't.
They
feel
even
know
it.
what
had
I'm
the
saying?
Soul Train Awards.
It's not
at,
even nowhere to really
at
stand.
the
in
Orleans,
Dre's.
though.
You have to have a table in that thing.
Yeah, well, that's most clubs nowadays
Yeah,
anyway.
there's no standing
it's
room,
the
nowhere
worst.
for you to really even.
That's why a
ask
lot
That's
for
of
why they
email.
saying. That's why they saying lately, clubbing has become obsolete.
It is.
Yeah.
Cause it's all. If you don't have a section, just
Yeah.
like
And
what are you doing?
And my thing is, what's the point of a section when if you go in there to socialize and have conversations with people?
Yeah.
You don't need to sit down and how you think people in the 80s and the 90s got around.
Well, this,
You know what I'm saying?
Got
You
them
miss-
80. This performance.
You
I
know?
wonder what the awards gonna be like. I wonder if it was a club vibe in there, or if it was.
It was like a performance vibe.
or if it was the award vibe. You know what I mean?
That's true. I mean, when I work in the industry as well, I do security for certain people, and when you are in those rooms, 9 times out of 10, they don't want to be there anyway.
They're trying to get the job
You know what I
done to
mean?
go.
They're trying to go, get going, but it's uncomfortable when you got to stand all night.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you got to stand for like 7, 8, maybe 10, 12 hours.
Yeah. Fast.
And nobody trying to do that. That's why a lot of guards, you see a lot of security guards or bodyguards, you don't see them around like
You don't see 'em.
too much no more. Because they're not paying what they used to either.
Yeah, I wonder because I see 50 landed out here, so I wonder what's the get up with that. I think he gonna be at Flamingo though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think
Something like that.
Flamingo, I mean, that's right next to Trace.
Yeah, that's what I said. When I went to Dre's, I was uncomfortable, bro. It was small.
Man, I went to Dre's.
I don't like clubbing. Like,
You
I went
over
to Dre's.
clubbing?
Man, listen.
Yeah.
if I'm not
way
getting
over
paid to be
clubbing.
there,
Yeah, that part.
No point.
Yo, he spoke it. And, Super James told me this. He was like, man, if it ain't about making contact with somebody, getting paid off something, or doing a drop,
There's not no point of being
man,
out.
what you going out for?
Yeah, ain't no point.
You
they
know what I'm saying?
overselling
What are we
bottles. There be
celebrating for?
$20 bottles in there going for $300.
Right. When you know you can go get that at the corner store for $25.
$25.
So what's going on?
Like, you like, hold up, man. Didn't y'all just get this right across the street?
No, man.
Talking about, no, we got it flown in. No, y'all didn't. I saw the dude drop it off in the back.
Oh, God.
Yeah, for real. For real.
Next
So what's
topic, though,
going on?
hold on. That is crazy, though, because I ain't going to
nuts.
that's going to have me going crazy because I could speak about that club and stuff. Forever,
Man,
but
I used to work in them.
it's
Yeah,
crazy,
I used
but
to be in them.
Tyler dropped a new album. Or he's dropping a new album October 28th, Chronocopia. What y'all thinking?
Tyler, the
He's dropping
creator?
it on a Monday instead of a Friday. You know, everybody usually drop their music on a Friday.
More on Tuesdays or Thursdays.
You think so? I always got the new drops on a Friday.
I wonder why he dropped it on
He dropped it on a Monday because he says he want the consumers to consume it better, like throughout the week, instead of dropping it on a Friday.
He's
That
a dope
makes-
artist.
sense.
I like how he connect with the younger people.
Yeah,
He's straightforward about a lot of stuff. So him dropping on a Monday, I'm sure it's a reason.
I feel like
that compliments the fans.
Yeah, that makes sense though. He said, I want the consumers to be able to consume the music better throughout the week. Because if you drop it on a Friday, you going out.
They ain't gonna listen to it.
Because everybody don't live like us. Now we creators, so we wake up and we got a certain schedule.
I mean, you think about. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, yeah, no. I'm thinking. Oh, that clip up.
So when you think about like when he's actually what he's actually doing, he's actually giving the consumer more of a personal time to themselves to actually hear what he has to put out instead of putting it out on a Friday where it's the end of the week and they didn't have a long week. They ain't really trying to listen to no music.
Everybody outside.
They trying to either get turned up and go outside or they trying to get download for their weekend. You know what I'm saying? Where on a Monday is a start. Yeah. Oh, let me put on that new Tyler. Yeah. You know, so it makes common sense, but in the same sense, I've not really listened to his music like that. But from the standpoint of some of his music that I've heard, dude,
you gotta check his Tiny Desk out too.
Yeah,
he's on Tiny Desk.
He's definitely a dope artist out of
LA. Dude's dope.
Shout out to Tyler.
He be going
tomorrow, make sure y'all grab that album.
Definitely tap into that. Chronocopia drops October 28th. So everybody tap into that. What about this NBA YoungBoy, man? He dropped a video talking about his drug addiction and how he might not make it. What y'all think about drug addiction in the NBA?
What do you mean he might not make it? Like
he fighting mental.
He gonna have to.
Mentally fighting demons or something.
He might have to relapse. Now, drug addiction is not nothing to laugh about.
It's definitely nothing to laugh about. It's definitely nothing to laugh
have
about.
Fun up here, but anybody that's going through any drug conflicts with themselves, man, seek help or do what you
definitely
gotta do to
seek help, and don't be afraid to seek help because
don't be too prideful.
Exactly, drop the pride and health as well.
Because the simple fact is, like, a lot of people, we don't know what he's going through. You know what I'm saying? And nobody knows somebody else's demons.
Yeah,
exactly.
You know, so him trying to get sober, he probably don't like his sober self. Nobody does. I know
like
for a fact I don't.
Up about it.
You know,
that's dope. You know what I mean?
I know I don't. But
I see it's dope that he.
You know, but in the same sense,
shedding light to it.
You have to get better for yourself.
Yeah. Y'all never came up with no addictions?
Not really. I be.
No chicken that y'all not supposed no salt y'all not supposed to touch. Any addiction.
I'm addicted
it could be
to
small,
weed.
large, sugar.
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 Yeah.
I can't say no to
being,
sugar.
you know,
I can't say no to candy.
Being my medical condition, I can't have it no more.
Yeah.
So I went cold turkey.
What was your biggest go-to? Like licorice or what was your sugar?
Gummy bears.
Gummy bears.
Man,
them is the killers.
Being that
dangerous. Fruit snacks, gummy bears.
Gushers.
Oh my god.
I go to Winco and buy them by the pound.
Oh, you was a Gusher fan? That commercial hit you, huh?
Those two, but in the same sense, it's like, what are you gonna do? Yeah. Like, are you gonna actually continue to do this to your body, or are you gonna actually better yourself?
Yeah.
So that's the whole situation when it comes down to anything, any addiction. Drugs, alcohol, whatever the case may be. Like I said, you either like your sober self, you got to learn how to love yourself, your sober self, or you're going to destroy yourself in the end.
Yeah, and that's crazy because, man, at I think episode 15, we was talking about this month, about how we just doing healthy, he just doing healthy stuff. We stopped smoking up here, so stuff being a little bit cleaner.
Sober
we've been
October.
we've been like, that's what he called it, sober October.
Yeah.
So, I mean, just focusing on bettering yourself and staying away from stuff that's not good for you is not easy. It's not easy.
It's not. Especially in this city.
Man.
Especially in this
Vegas
city.
is one of the biggest cities.
I mean, if you have an
man,
addiction here in this city, you're going to find it. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to find you. Because if you, say, for instance, food is an addiction for you, that's everywhere around the strip.
Food. If
you
it's
got
cash,
drugs,
females, drugs,
gambling,
it's everywhere.
Alcohol,
it's
and it's
24
nonstop.
hours.
So when somebody, say for instance, somebody comes from Iowa, they may have had a small addiction in Iowa, minute, and then they come here,
maximize.
They done maxed out in 2 days,
everything's
3 days, because it's a whole new environment. Their eyes go boom, and they like, oh, you telling me I could do this without nobody telling me to stop?
And that's a big thing, because with us speaking about the NBA YoungBoy thing, like how far he overcame, and for this to be one of the biggest challenges he facing, when he like, man, I might not make it. That's deep. That's deep.
That's a scary thing. Like I said, when you are fighting a situation with yourself, that's the worst situation you can do. Because you can fight everything else. You can fight everything else.
Say looking in the mirror is hard.
But guess what? The first step is accepting it and shedding light to
knowing
it.
That it is a problem.
Knowing that it is accepting that it's the problem. That it is a problem.
Yeah.
And that you got to address it.
Exactly.
You got to address
That's
it.
the first step, man.
Yeah.
And I applaud him for doing that. So shout out to NBA Youngboy. And we shout out.
Good luck on your journey, man.
Best wishes, man. Get healthy, man.
Get healthy, man. We need your music.
What y'all think about Gucci, man, dropping all his 15fifteen artists?
Business move.
Strictly. He said he checked his P&Ls.
Yeah.
Saw he was losing.
And then he called back in and said, y'all just got to pay me back just the regular numbers. I'm not tripping on nothing else.
The only two people he kept was
Pooh Shiesty and Fujiano.
Them the only ones making money. They only ones recouped and made it.
And you got to really think about it. It's a business. It's all business at the end of the day. Everybody wants to say it's not, when it is. You can be in business with your homeboy. If your homeboy is lacking, what are you around for?
Yeah, how much time do you give somebody before you cut them off?
Do I really need you for a support system, or am I taking care of you and supporting you?
I'm financially
you see what I'm saying?
Down.
So if we can't win together, and I'm the only one dragging the weight, there's no point of you being around.
Are you an asset or a liability?
Most people are liabilities in people's circles. They just wake up too late to realize it.
Yeah.
And at least he did what he did was smart, because he went to his books and he said, look, yeah, all y'all got to
reevaluating your circle. That's something hard to do. Like
it's nothing personal. It's always business.
It's always got to be business. Yeah. I think he's smart for it though.
I think he's smart too, man.
I think he's smart.
And I think it could have been a messy situation, but I think he did it cool.
I think a lot of them celebrating because a lot of artists passed away on this label.
I feel like they wanted out anyway.
Yeah, he lost a lot of artists just due to fatal causes.
To each his own, because
I know
you have, as an adult, we got to think these are adults. These are not kids. So you have to make your own decisions as an adult.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? This is where people don't understand the fact of being a business partner, a friend, and an adult.
Yeah.
When you're a friend, you take care of your friend a little bit. But when you're an adult in a business, you have to be an adult first and handle business second.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what they didn't do.
Damn, that's cool. I ain't never heard that like that.
You feel me? You see how you broke it down? Because I was about to say, they said 1017 was cursed, but you're right. Everybody's responsible for their own.
Everybody's responsible for their own faith.
Yeah.
Yeah, you write your own story. Yeah, that's facts.
Nobody cares until
for
you
everybody.
Win.
You can only help somebody so much, right?
Yeah, nobody cares until you win. When you win, then everybody want to cheer.
Everybody.
But when you in the struggle of it, nobody care.
You say that a lot, man. You say that a lot. Yeah, so man. I wanna
nobody care.
Embrace that, because you said this the second time I heard you say it. You say when you in the struggle, when you winning, people not there, but when you in the struggle, they gone.
Yeah. So say for instance, right, when we first met,
right,
and I don't know what level you guys were on, but I knew it was just genuine love when we met.
Right.
It wasn't. Nobody was down talking nobody. Nobody was in competition with nobody. Nothing like that.
Yeah.
It was just open arms. I still got that picture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I was like, man, I love these dudes. And I saw y'all progress. And then the more I saw it progress, and then I saw people not like rocking with y'all. I'm like, wait a minute. They in the city.
Yeah.
Y'all should be cheerleading.
You
know what I'm saying?
Because a lot of business go down.
They get the evil eye on you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They do this.
A lot of people definitely not around from day one.
So that's what I say when I say that, because I've had similar situations.
Yeah.
To where, being around celebrities and almost getting invited to the Super Bowl, and just people embracing us, embracing the brand.
Yeah.
But then when you go through a hardship, them phone calls stop.
Oh yeah.
Them likes stop. Them comments
when
stop.
When you're doing everything for
you
free and you coming off as so happy, a lot of people want to be around you when you're happy.
And you dropping
when you're not
juice.
happy, people don't fuck with you because you being honest. You ain't going for none of the bullshit. A lot of people don't. It's
the hardest part is reevaluating yourself.
Yeah.
It's not looking at your circle. It's looking at yourself.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, if I become this, am I gonna be coming off as an asshole, or am I gonna be coming off as an arrogant individual? It's not that. It's like I said, you're an adult first.
Yeah.
And a business second.
Business second.
So if you taking care of your business, you shouldn't worry about how somebody's looking at you while you're adulting.
Yeah.
Because them people ain't gonna pay your bills. They ain't gonna come knock on your door and say, "Hey, we've been thinking of you. You know, we know you working hard."
You don't got no gas today.
You know what I mean?
Your car up, man.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Did you eat today,
It's
Go
just-
ahead
buddy?
and give you $40 real
Yeah,
quick.
I'm saying it's just for you. Just
It's
because.
just you.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So it's you and that dream.
Yeah.
How important is that dream to you to make sure you succeed in it?
That's important.
And what you willing to sacrifice.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's why we cut through all the bullshit. We just try to keep going. Just
Exactly.
Keep going. That's it.
Exactly.
Oh my God. That's crazy.
So I respect Gucci man making
Hey,
this decision.
it's a business move.
I got to cut this dead weight.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
not
all you
receiving
doing.
nothing. And then when
That's
you
all
look
you
at
doing.
your profit and loss statements and you see where your money is going and what you invested in, and you see that investment hasn't recouped not even 5%, oh yeah, we're done.
And
That's
sometimes that walk away could be a victory.
it. Yeah, it's a victory for sure. For sure.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
This is cut. I can go to the kids.
Definitely, man. All right.
real.
So what y'all think about, did y'all catch Dr. Dre on Shannon Sharp? I mean,
No,
Stephen A. Smith?
I'm gonna go back and watch that. I
All
gotta
right. He
watch it.
basically said he never listens to none of his old music and he's always thinking forward. What y'all think about that
I respect it as an engineer.
as an engineer?
Fuck yeah, because I don't double back on nothing.
You don't listen to nothing?
Not no.
Nothing?
Cause we made, so look, if all right, say we create a banger last month
Mm-hmm.
and it's banging and you didn't release the song, I'm gonna forget about it. Straight up, because I done did 30 songs every day that month.
and that shit then went diamond or something?
That's a song I'm going to remember.
But he said he don't listen to none of his songs.
He full of shit. If he hear it on the radio, he's gonna hear it. You know what I'm saying? If it's in your face. But once you make a song,
like-
it's up to that artist to make it, to share it with the world. So it'll be dope. I'm sure he's saying he don't go and like go to the songs. He probably don't even remember the name of them or none of that. After the production side, it's a lot that come to production that you could forget.
Now, you being
artist.
on that side of the thing.
Yeah, you
So,
forget.
you know.
Because they ask me, we asked each other all week who been coming through, and I go brain dead. Then I remember like, oh, what's his name was here, but them songs not released yet, so I can't even reconcile with it. You know what I mean?
It's just like when it's same thing. It's like when we release something, right? And it's hot, you can't re-release it.
You can't
because
re-release
it's
it.
not going to get that same feel.
Yeah.
Now, I've done that twice. It was the black on black hoodie. Baby Bash had wore it in Sacramento. That's when it first got its, like, first eyes.
Yeah.
And it had E40 there. There was a few people. E42 Short.
A Bay movement,
Yeah.
basically. Yeah.
Pretty much. And he wore it in that concert. Now, it went crazy after
Yeah.
that. You know what I'm saying? It was pretty much Indiana, Tennessee, New York, Philly, down to Florida, back here, across LA. It was doing okay. And we weren't even in stores yet.
Yeah. See,
So then we re-released it last year.
didn't
It's
do as
still,
good.
no, it did good, but it didn't do
The numbers that
exactly.
originally produced.
Exactly. And now we're in stores. You see what I'm saying? So when we got in stores, our fan base changed
Yeah.
because the grind wasn't as they felt like the grind wasn't as hard as it was.
So
we
yeah,
went in
I
the
think
stores.
what I think with music though, if you make a song, I don't care if it's 5 years later. If you drop it, if it's hot, it's hot.
I'm about to okay. Go
Yeah,
ahead and finish
yeah,
it,
yeah.
but I'm gonna tune
That's
in
what
on
I'm
this
saying.
one.
So I'm trying to, I understand, but I'm just saying, shit. If they don't release it, I forget about it.
So
Yeah,
for
how
instance,
great it was.
Hit 'Em Up. When it came out in '96, dope album, right? Dope track.
Yeah,
You listen to Hit 'Em Up today, how does it sound?
still dope to
I
me.
feel like it's still dope.
It's still kind of like, oh, your face is fresh. You like, no, that shit trash.
No. I'm not saying it's trash.
It's still dope to me.
I'm not saying it's trash,
great
but
music. It
does
wasn't-
does it hit the same?
No, because it's better this mid records than it came out. Better
So,
stuff that came. Yeah, I see.
10
get
years
that.
from now, right? Not like us. 10 years from now,
Yeah.
somebody puts that on 10 years from now. Will it still have the same effect it did now, going into 10
I don't
years?
think so because it was in the moment.
He was
Like-
talking about sickle cell and all kind of shit on here.
But I feel like it was in the like you had to be in like for the hit 'em up thing.
You had to be there.
You had to be in that moment
Right.
for that to go crazy
Yeah.
for you to feel that
And it's the
phenomenon.
same-
if
it's
you a
the same
fan
way
of
with
hip hop,
Drake.
then it probably hits you like, oh, he was talking shit. But nowadays, I don't know nobody pulling up playing no hit 'em up or no Pac.
or Mama said
I'ma
knock
just
you
be
out.
real.
Ain't nobody playing Mama knock you out.
Nobody in the
Nobody's-
studio
You see what I'm
talking about
saying?
pull up a Tupac type beat.
or ether.
Exactly.
That shit
exactly.
is
You see
not
what I'm
happening.
saying? Or say for instance, no Vaseline.
Nobody pulling up no Cube type
See
beats.
what I mean?
Nah.
No.
This is what I'm saying. So when you look at this whole music thing, the way music was back then to compare to what it is now,
Yeah.
it's so much. It's quantity.
Yeah.
It's not quality. Music doesn't have quality anymore. It only has quantity. Because you
right.
can't tell me an album that is a staple in the last 3 years.
I feel like the only album I don't know, honestly.
You see what
I ain't
I'm
even gonna
saying?
lie.
But
But
we
the
moved-
Rod
wait,
Wave
wait.
albums,
But
was
we
good.
y'all both music kids.
Yeah, the
So-
manufacturing process is easier now.
So what I'm saying is, what is in the last 3 years? What is a good album that you've heard that you can play back and forth without fail?
It got to be Victory Lap. That probably was the last one I really was like, damn, this is a dope.
whole album.
Just a whole album that I really listened to. For before that, it was 444. I like the Jay-Z project with E-Drive.
Ooh,
That was
Really?
kind of, yeah. I rock with it. I rock with it.
Okay.
It wasn't. It didn't hit the same for you.
I mean, Blueprint was better.
Who'd you grow up listening to? Who was your artist?
Pac.
Pac.
Yeah.
Okay.
My
You
first.
can see gangsta all in his combo.
I mean-
he a pop.
I mean, to be perfectly honest, Brenda Got a Baby. That's the first song I heard that I understood.
Yeah, see.
And then it went from just pretty much Pac. It was like that's the person I was listening to. All the
But
way
that's
up
when you
until
was
I
in like in Indiana, right?
Yeah, all the way up
Okay.
until I was like 13.
And that's why I'm
14
curious
years
about
old.
what Dre said, because he like, you don't go back and play none of the Pac shit y'all made. You don't go back. If I,
mean,
had a studio
Dre
at that
got-
level,
Dre
I'm gonna
got
get me a nice
hits.
cup
Dre-
of tequila, and I'm
Dre
gonna go down
got-
to the studio,
Dre got-
and I'm pulling up some old masters.
Dre
and I'm about to
got
bang that shit.
Dre got some catalog.
And look at my bank account.
That's Dre has a catalog that's crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like if you ask Timberland if he goes back and listen to any of his hits,
Yeah.
that's a no because he has
crazy.
too many.
And then they older
You know
than
what
me,
I'm
though,
saying?
so,
So-
it's just the access to those songs. I know they probably could digitally download
And
them.
then
And
you
all
don't
that,
have the
but-
same magic that you had when you made it. So when you play it, it's not that magic don't come back. It's just a song now. It's just
Yeah.
something. It's like
Because
writing
now,
poetry.
when I first started engineering, I was excited to engineer. Now I'd be like,
It's a
the
job.
artist got to kind of give me something, man.
Exactly.
Come on,
It's
man.
a job. It's a
You gotta
job.
fit
You in there dry on the mic. You want me to
You
make
know,
this shit sound. You want me to do all the
you want me to
bells
do
and
your
whistles.
job, pretty
Give me
much.
some music,
You don't
man.
have no song that's you like your favorite song that you might just go back and listen to, or nothing that you nothing.
Nah.
You said nah.
A lot of stuff I got on my phone, it just come on randomly. But it's like it's every time I find a cool song that I like, it's like I go back and it's something else that's new. I'm like, okay, that's cool. It's not even something I like; it's something I remember. So I'm
Right.
like, okay, that's how I say it's a dope song. Like if I remember it, if like a year later, if I remember the name, the hook, and the vibe, as soon as it comes, I'm like, oh yeah, we did do that one here. But sometimes
was
I'm like,
dope,
damn, we
yeah.
did that song here. I don't even remember. I don't remember. It's just. I mean, that's just being in the studio every day.
Man, over the years of us opening until
Yeah.
now, I done worked on a lot of tracks.
Yeah, a lot of tracks.
That's a lot of tracks.
A lot of tracks every
lot of
day, at
tracks.
least 2 or 3 tracks a day for 4-5 years. So that's a lot of tracks. It's over a couple thousand for sure.
Yeah.
So,
So it's like
I don't remember
Exactly.
at all.
you'd
at
be like,
all.
all right, it's done. Let's get to the next
Press,
one.
yeah.
When you think
press.
about it,
Yeah,
that's a lot of songs. Over
Yeah.
1,000.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's crazy.
So there's no
for
way
sure.
he's gonna go back and be like, I have 5 particular ones. No, it's just it's done and over
I
with.
see
It
the
moves to
face,
the next
I
one.
see the face of the artist, and I'm like, okay, I
That makes
remember
sense, though.
We did have. I remember the energy though.
Focus on the future, not the past.
Yeah. Future.
Okay,
Future
okay.
shit,
What
yeah.
y'all think about Big Meech getting released?
Oh, it's hand in hand. He got a lot of controversy coming out. He got a lot of
There's
content
a lot
out
of-
right now.
A lot of
Being
controversy,
released
but
on Big Meech.
To be
from
perfectly
Indiana?
honest,
Yeah.
right? He's an adult
Right.
in his business, and too many adults is in his business.
Right.
And to be perfectly honest, especially if they talking about he's done this and he's done that, he's telling on this person, that person, is one, if you wasn't there, you don't know.
exactly.
And if you are there, you don't say nothing.
Everybody's.
You
I
know-
feel like we're in the era of gossip.
And that's the problem.
Yeah.
You know, we're not in the era of where
We used to believe in drug dealing. We ain't believing in that shit
we
no
not
more.
we not in the era
We content
where
creating and we going crazy.
Where
ain't
men-
nobody
where
worried about
men
that shit.
are taking that men role anymore.
Yeah.
We more in the Oprah phase of every man wants to be a talk show host and want to be in somebody else's business.
Yeah.
You can tell the ones who was off the porch
Yeah.
because they're not talking about things that happen in the street.
Yeah.
But the ones that was on the porch
Yeah.
talk about things that happen in
Yeah.
the street.
Yeah,
They
you
just
know.
speculate and tell
Yeah.
grown men business.
Yeah.
And that's not cool.
Yeah.
Because what difference does it make if he's out and doing and prospering in this world
Yeah.
compared to what you doing right now?
True. True.
Especially if you know you getting chips.
So what you
And
saying?
if-
Get that man this room. Let him be free.
Mind your business.
Mind your business.
You know what I'm saying?
But let that man be free.
How
Like, mind your
can you? And
business.
he's been the most talked about name in every artist's song. How
Because
can
of the
you
simple-
ignore the fact that he got a celebrity
Because of
status
the-
when he spent so much money to become a celebrity?
Well, that's because he wanted to be something bigger than what he saw.
yeah. So
You
I
see
think
what I'm
he,
saying?
you
So
don't think
when
he
he-
wants to be talked about?
Honestly, the way he came out and the way he's moving, no. You know, I think he took his other brother's advice. Stay low, stay quiet.
Stay low, stay
You
quiet.
know, but in the same sense, we don't know.
Yeah.
We don't. In the same, and being honest, I don't want to know. It's not for me to know. It's not for anybody to know.
Yeah.
This man, he's already done his time. You know what I'm saying? So leave him alone.
Me, I'm
Mind
a
your
factual. I'm a
business.
factual man. We heard 10, maybe 20 people speak on Big Meech. I would just love to hear his words personally. We saw the show. We heard Rick Ross rap about him. We heard everybody said something about Big Meech. We never heard Big Meech say anything about himself. So I agree with you on that on
Right.
the man stance. Like, bro, give him a story.
Yeah.
Give him his story. You know what I mean? Nobody else live it. No actors. Give him his story. He's still alive to tell it.
That's
So-
if he want to talk about
But I
it.
think hip hop deserve some type of,
If you
you
was,
know what I mean,
put
some
it-
type of
put it this
content
way.
behind him.
If you was in the room with him, you saw it. If you
Yeah.
wasn't, you wasn't in the
Facts.
room and you was a cornball.
Facts.
It's plain and
Facts.
simple. You might been in the same room, but you wasn't at the same table.
Yeah, they got a lot of people trying
You
to
see
speak
what I'm
down on
saying?
his name.
I
It's
feel
a
like
lot
it's just
of-
always people
Yeah,
to just
I mean,
want to
Yeah.
You got people
chime in and
Oh yeah, so I was kicking it with him one night. No, you was in the same area.
Yeah.
You wasn't there. You see what I'm saying? Like
interactions.
I
it's
feel
a
like
lot
that's the
of
same
people,
shit
man.
happened when the homie dad got out. So I know Freeway Ricky Ross, the real one,
Right,
Okay.
and
right.
his son Jamal Ross. So
Okay.
when he got out a few, like what was it? A few
Probably
years
10,
ago, yeah, I was about to
15
say a
years
few
ago,
years
yeah.
ago.
About 15
It was
years.
a big
Yeah.
thing, just
Yeah.
like when
The Big Meech come
yeah,
out.
when Big
Right.
Meech got out. But so I was like, let the men be free.
Yeah.
And mind your business.
Yeah, let them
When
be
you,
free.
Mind your
know,
business.
when you know people personally, it kind of affects you different. Like, bro, come on now. Everybody clout, everybody doing it. Everybody doing the do. Everybody.
And now all of a sudden, music's starting to change. Really, come on,
Yeah.
man. Come on, man. Like
Yeah.
seriously,
He was
everybody,
out- it was-
everybody
when
now
he was out,
talking
it was
about
all-
certain things
yeah,
and
it
doing
was a
certain
lot,
things.
It was a lot going
It
on.
was like cut it out. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Just 2 albums ago, you was
Any man
dancing in
being
the
free
club.
from being incarcerated, shout out to them.
Yeah,
Come
exactly.
home and live your life and
Definitely,
fuck
come
all
on.
these motherfuckers who got anything
Live very
negative to
fruitful,
say.
man.
Do your
And-
shit, you're
yeah.
home,
Enjoy
man.
freedom because they
You're
didn't
home.
they didn't take your freedom for a long time.
And it's so
man,
hard to
20
rebuild when
years.
you come from being incarcerated. People don't even understand the mental health
Man,
behind
you
that
be-
shit.
you
That
be
shit
really-
you got to
that,
regroup.
that mess with your
Yeah.
mental.
And
Yeah.
that's why he probably ain't speaking out because it's in the past. Why are you going to talk about something that was already done?
Yeah. Let's go back to what you said, that struggle.
Yeah.
You wonder how many people stuck with him through the struggle, and
Exactly. Now all of a sudden he come home and it's like, oh, what's up,
we
bro?
was cool 20 years ago. We used to pop
you
dance.
remember it? Yeah, I do, and I don't want to go back to it because
y'all
you
get second chances?
You in the same spot.
Y'all get second chances?
Depending on who it is, to be honest with you.
If y'all heard somebody speak bad upon y'all, and y'all,
nah.
Yeah, like
if it went to that extreme, nah.
Yeah, like nah.
Like publicly dirting my name?
Publicly dirty your name and
nah, I'm cool. I don't need that.
Nah, man.
I wouldn't call it a grudge. I'd say
I feel like that comes from
can't be cool.
That comes from a deep place for me for somebody to actually go publicly and dirt and smut your name.
Yeah.
I always say this: where you mess up at, that's where I leave you. You know what I'm saying? Because you intentionally did that. It wasn't.
So that's the zero tolerance.
It wasn't something that just happened.
Yeah.
You planned it over months,
premeditated
years, time, and you knew the relationship.
Yeah.
So if you already know the relationship, you should not try to damage that relationship by doing something that you know is gonna cost you. See what I'm saying? So where you mess up at, that's where you get left at.
Yeah,
I feel that. I feel the same way, but for family, it's a little different.
Family, you gotta stick through. You gotta get through. Y'all gonna clash? He said, "Nah, not even family them. The worst ones, man."
He said, not even them. Nobody say.
Listen,
I love your perspective.
Nobody
brother.
say.
Listen.
Your point of view of things, man.
Even with family, it's worse because you can't choose them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, family.
You can't choose them, but
to a family, there's nothing you can really do.
You can't choose them, but you can distance yourself from them.
Yeah.
You can love them from afar, but you can't love them up close.
Right.
And sometimes that may be the hardest because you have to either deal with it later down the line and say, all right, yeah, I am kind of a messed up individual by doing what I did with them. Or you forgive them and you know for a fact they're going to do the same thing over.
Yeah.
It's
different ball game.
It's a different ball game because they know your heart. See what I'm saying? So they like, okay.
Oh, they gonna play with it.
They gonna be like, all right, bet.
Test trials.
Let me see if I can just touch the button.
Yeah, and they
but
know.
See, and once you touch that button, you know ain't gonna coming back from it.
Yeah.
So the best way to deal with it is to not deal with it at all.
Yeah.
And you have to treat them like they treat you.
Yeah.
And that's the hardest part.
I learned people only do what you allow. That's a big thing. You could literally allow somebody to run you to the fucking ground. You know what I'm saying?
You
know
can.
What I'm saying? So
especially if they know you loyal.
Yeah.
If they know you loyal, you got a good heart and you got good morals.
Yeah, they'll try. Yeah.
And they will try their hardest
to lead with loyalty.
To just damage you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because that loyalty for that individual is like, I see the good in them.
I see it.
I know it's there.
Sometimes people take kindness for weakness.
And they do.
Yes.
They always do.
Mm-hmm.
Because
so you say he should not talk to nobody. I wouldn't talk to nobody speaking bad on my name.
Well, you
so
got to keep your grass cut.
Yeah.
That's all. You got to keep your grass cut and keep them at a bay.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, then everybody going to play with you.
Yeah.
They're going to play in your face.
Yeah.
And once that happens, it's over with.
Don't play in my face. That's the last thing. Yeah, don't do me.
Some people ain't got that temper like that. You know what I'm saying?
Don't do me like that.
That's cold.
You know,
that's a cold one right there.
Yeah. Before we get out of here, though, hold on. Before we get out of here, we gotta shout out my brother, man. He got a project dropping. Psych on October 30th. So everybody gotta peep out and look out for that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Shout out to Symphonic Distribution Company, all artists. Y'all make sure y'all tap in with them. They getting artists on playlists. They getting them. They doing the thing right now. They got us in there. So,
and we executive produced it. Shout out to the camp 15fifteen. Executive produced the
Shout out to
team.
Audio Kings,
team.
who was a big production part of this project too, man. So shit, man. Shout out to you, brother.
Yeah, shout out to
man.
my brother, man. He should be back for next week's episode and stuff.
Yes, sir.
But we just want to get out with a closing statement. You want to say anything to the people?
Shout out to anybody.
Man, listen, I thank y'all again for this opportunity, man. It's been a while since I've been in front of anybody. Yeah. So I had to come to the home team and you know
Yeah.
rep, and I appreciate this. You know what I'm saying? Mad shout out to Almighty Originals, and you can find us in Fashion Show Mall. Major shout out to Larry, Super James, my business partner. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta shout out the business partners. Shout out
Always.
to my business partners too, man.
Always,
We
always,
going crazy.
always. You know, the creator. That's what I call it, the creator. So,
Yeah.
you know, without anything that wouldn't happen, it wouldn't move. She's the main focal of doing this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Respect.
So, I'm just pretty much a face. You know what I'm saying?
That's respect.
But
You doing your part.
the main thing about everything is, like, I really appreciate y'all.
Yeah,
Like, for
likewise.
real, for
Likewise.
real.
Likewise.
You know, you always welcome, brother.
Always.
You
Yeah,
always
Gave us
welcome
some
to
words
come.
of inspiration, man.
Yeah,
Gonna
you
keep
know.
us fueled up, charged up, ready to go. You know
Yes,
what I
sir.
mean?
Yes, sir.
Indeed, we appreciate you coming through, messing with us on the
Last
podcast.
but not least, the customers, the clients,
Mm,
the clients.
can't forget about
Without
them.
them, there is no us.
There
Shout
is
out
no.
to the clients,
You know,
man.
Shout out to the consumers, y'all.
Consumers. Without them, without the consumers, the vision wouldn't be.
Yeah, we appreciate our viewers.
Yeah, shout out
everybody
to
who
our
tuned-
consumers too,
man,
and all our
everybody who
viewers
tapped
that's
in.
tapped in with us
Everybody
every
who
week.
come through the studio and do their thing.
This
We
is week
appreciate y'all.
17.
Yeah, this is episode 17.
Yes.
And
we
we're
on.
growing every week.
Yes, sir.
And we appreciate all the content, and we appreciate all the feedback. Y'all can leave more feedback under this one,
Yes,
and
sir.
we'll definitely tune into next episode.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir. Thank you again.
Shout out to everybody, man. Peace.
We out. Over and out.
That was good.
That was a good one.
I don't know how long we went, but it seemed good.